Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Could you do a poll on if you should do a song?
You just want me to do polls, y'all. Before we get into the video, my mom wants to know, should she start a live stream with behind the scenes of me, my sister, just like what we get into? And then she wants me to make a song so bad. So if you guys think I should drop my first hottest single, let me know. A diss track
About mommy.
about mommy. No, I'm not dissing my mother. Who should I diss?
Luna.
Diss track Luna. Okay, I'm gonna diss Luna. Luna, all you do is cry every morning, waking me up for that food in the morning.
Stop
Girl,
shaking her. What's wrong with you?
okay, I don't have to shake her, but she do.
Yeah, she said.
When her auntie comes, she wanna be fake, but when in the morning she gonna ask me for a plate, I'm not gonna give her no plate, cause bitch, I didn't eat yet. Like, Luna, don't ever try me like that, because you already know we locked in. Like, we was just locked in, spinning on the chair, treats.
That's nothing.
And then you wanna do me like this, Luna? Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I know these past couple of days you guys been seeing me with hats on, and it's really just because if y'all seen what was under here, y'all would really question me. Like, are you really that you claim to be? It's like sometimes like I don't feel like doing my hair. Today I have a lot of things to do, so the story time is going to be very straight to the point, but I couldn't just go skip a day without telling a story for you guys. So we're gonna just jump right into the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Comment down below any other videos you guys want from me, and I will get those done for you. And yeah, I was about to say until next time. This story is basically about the time that I agreed to do something and I really didn't fully know what I was about to get myself into, and I just ended up going and finding out the hard way. Little backstory, y'all already know I gotta give y'all the backstory, the situation, and then after the situation. So boom, around I feel like 2021, 2022, I got into like doing Airbnb, like cleanings and like managing and stuff like that. So at first I started off with doing just Airbnb cleaning. I got hired by this company and they had like a bunch of like Airbnbs in this apartment complex, and I would just go after somebody checks out, I would clean it up, you know, get it ready for the next guest. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did it very frequently and it was good money. I got paid the same day, like everything was cool. I don't know what happened to the company. They just like said they weren't gonna be doing it in Atlanta no more. I don't know why. Stopped doing that, and then I got presented a different opportunity with actually managing a property, not just cleaning, but actually like doing a little bit more than that. Okay, I met the guy that I started working for at the other job I had. He was actually coming to Atlanta. He was just about to buy a house, and I actually met him walking out of the Airbnb. It's so crazy because the man was outside the Airbnb waiting for me to finish cleaning in there, and I was in there recording YouTube videos, taking pictures and videos and stuff. So when I walked out, he was like, "You're the cleaner?" Like, he was so confused because you got to think about it, I was just recording a video, so I was kind of like dressed up and stuff, and I'm supposed to be cleaning up. So he's just mad confused, like, "Are you the cleaner?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And he ended up just hiring me right there on the spot. He said him and his wife just bought a house in Edgewood, and he doesn't live in Atlanta, he lives in Houston. So they were looking for somebody to like manage the property, clean the property, just make sure all the guests that checks in the Airbnb checks in properly, like just overall managing the property. So I was just like, okay, boom, thank God, you know. I took his number, he took my number, and basically that was that. That's how I got into that. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a good thing that I met that man and he hired me right there, because shortly after the other job closed down. So, you know, I wasn't really tripping about the first job anyway, because I was thinking about leaving them anyway because they so unprofessional. But I got a different opportunity, and that's what I started doing. I think this was like last year, like around, this was after my birthday. It was a guy I was talking to, and he invited me to a Friendsgiving. I'd never been to a Friendsgiving before. He said it was gonna be very like intimate. Like, it was only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was only like 6 of us there. Went to the Friendsgiving. It was really cool. I think the women there were like way older than me, and even if they weren't way older than me, they seemed way older than me because they just seemed very like mature and just like, I don't know, like one of the couples there were like engaged and stuff. So it was given, they had a big crib and stuff, so it was given like they was like maybe in their late 20s, and I was like about to turn 22, I think. I don't know nobody there. Everybody there knew each other, and I was the only one that everybody didn't know, besides the people I came with or whatever. When you're that person that nobody knows, everybody's gonna start asking you questions. So the guys were kind of talking amongst themselves and like talking about whatever they were talking about, and the girls, we were at the dinner table like eating and talking about whatever we were talking about. So they go to ask me like, okay, so what do you do, how old are you, and this and that, and like just asking me mad questions. I was telling them like, I'm a property manager, I do this, I have a YouTube channel, I do this and that, just like telling them what I get into and stuff like that. And it's so crazy because one of the girls sitting at the table was a real estate agent, you feel me? So it was just like property manager, real estate agent, that works out perfectly. Luna, please. We sang karaoke, we smoked hookah, we had some good food, you know, everything was cool. I met those people, exchanged my Instagrams and stuff with them. I definitely got in contact with the real estate agent, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna keep in contact with you. She said she's gonna keep in contact with me since she does real estate, so that was gonna be that. So the next day, the girl, the real estate agent, she texts me and she's like, hey, one of my friends, she just opened like a doggy daycare in Buckhead and they were looking for a property manager. I told her about you, you know, I just met you yesterday, but I told her about you. Like, are you interested? I can get you guys connected and stuff like that. I never manage a commercial property. I only manage like residential spaces, so like homes and stuff like that, apartments and, you know, living spaces. I've never managed like an actual building, like a actual business. I expressed that to her, but I was definitely still open to the opportunity. You know, you gotta step your feet and get your feet wet and just like experience different things. So I was definitely open for the opportunity. Sign me up, connect me to the shorty, let's do it, okay? Let's get it popping. Let's call the lady Mary. I got in contact with Mary and she was like, she seemed like a nice lady. We set up a time and a date to meet at the doggy spot. The date we set was basically for an introduction, a walkthrough of the building, what's expected of me, and just to meet the other employees at that building or whatever. I get there, she told me where to park. I parked, I came out. Her husband had a nice car. Like her husband, I know they get into that bread, they get into that money. Like he had my dream car, like AMG big body Benz, like, and it was mad custom, like period. I spoke to Mary, I spoke to Jake. They seemed like really nice people. Like I'm not gonna lie, they seemed so genuine and like I just loved their energy. So I was kind of excited for the opportunity. They showed me the parking lot where I'll be parking in every day. We walk into like a side door of the building and I get introduced to the manager of the building, because yes, they own the space, but they hire people to work there. So like, you know, they have the managers and they have this and that and like stuff like that. And the doggy spot isn't like this huge doggy spot, so it wasn't like a lot of employees, but you know, it was a good amount of employees. So I met everybody, you know, they're walking me through the building, showing me like basically what I would do every day when I come in here. She did say majority of it will be cleaning, but when she first introduced me to the position, it wasn't giving cleaning, you know, it was just giving like, you know, you're just gonna be making sure everybody's doing what they have to do, just like, you know, checking on this, maybe replacing this, but it's not gonna be like too much. So I was like, okay, cool. But when I got there, it was like more like elbow work, like girl, you need to be like in here like cleaning this, cleaning that, which I don't mind at all, because one thing about me, I hate a job where I'm just sitting there not doing shit. Like I love fast-paced and work. Like I love to be active doing something. I do not like to sit there for hours and do nothing unless I'm talking. That's why I can do the podcast, that's why I can do the YouTube, because I can sit there and talk for hours and hours and hours. But when it comes to like just sitting there not having shit to do at a desk or office, bitch, I'm gonna go crazy, because that's just not my character. It's actually another guy that's there working and he doesn't say shit to me. Like it's not a hi, hello, nothing. Like he's the only person who like really didn't speak to me, but you know, that was that. They introduced me to the manager. She comes and she's telling me like they basically communicate with each other through walkie-talkies, just so nobody has to go back and forth, up and down. Like some person might be downstairs in the basement, somebody might be here, somebody might be there, so they communicate with codes and stuff through this walkie-talkie. So Mary introduced me to the manager as the property manager, and instead of her referring to me as just the property manager or just manager or just bitch my name, she just kept calling me janitor. Like I don't know, but like it was just white lady. It was like girl, and I'm not trying to say nothing about, oh, it's a white lady. I'm just saying like, bitch, that's not what I was introduced as. Like yes, a lot of times, which I learned, when it comes to managing a property, cleaning is involved. Like you have to, like how else are you gonna upkeep the property if you're not cleaning the fucking property? Like you need to clean, you need to make sure like certain shit isn't broken, you need to make sure shit gets replaced, like, you know. So that's cool, but like her calling me janitor was just like mad weird. It was just like, bitch, do I look like the motherfucking janitor out? Like don't do that, because you be in here sweeping and mopping Am I calling you the janitor? I just felt like, I might not even fuck with her for real, but whatever. I just came in here to do a job. I really didn't come here to politic with anybody else. They take me downstairs where I was gonna be majority of the time, show me how to clean like the dog cages and show me how to do this and show me what all the cleaning stuff was. And as I'm like doing what I need to do, I still don't know how much I'm getting paid. All I know is that I'm going to be working Monday to Friday, I believe, and it's just for 4 hours. I live out the ways from Buckhead, so I'm thinking like, okay, boom, I have to take into consideration that yes, I start work at 4 to 8. 4 o'clock, bitch, it's already traffic going crazy by 3:30. So I'm gonna be sitting in traffic. It's gonna take me an hour to get to work, so I have to leave the house around 2:40, 2:50, 3 o'clock at the latest to make it there for 4. And I don't mind, but the money has to make sense. If the money makes sense, paying for gas to get there every day and like all that extra stuff won't be an issue. But if the money don't make sense, then it's not going to add up for me. That day, we were going to discuss all the things that was important to me. So, you know, I wasn't tripping. Mary and Jake ends up leaving. So they tell me they're going to come back a little later to check on me and stuff like that. And if they don't make it back, just call them once I'm getting ready to leave, and whatever we didn't discuss, we'll discuss later. As I'm in there and I'm mopping this one area, it's these 2 girls in there. You could tell they're friends, like co-worker friends. I'm kind of being nosy in their conversation. So she's like, yeah, I just spent my whole check on some hair dye. And the other one is like, yeah, I just spent my check on this and that. So I'm like, okay, wait, if you just spent your whole entire check on some hair dye, it's either you or a hairstylist, you really love hair dye, or your check is a baby check, because I don't understand how you spend your whole check on hair dye. Like, how old is this woman? Like, she must not have bills or something. Like, I don't know. I just like took a mental note of that, but I didn't say nothing. So then I finally get to talk to the guy who worked there and kind of just asked him like, you know, like, do you like the job? Because they told me that he was leaving. So I'm like, why are you leaving? Because if somebody is leaving a job and I'm about to replace you, I need to know why you're leaving. Like, what's so bad? Because the job seems so easy. 4 hours out the day seems so easy. I'm thinking pay is gonna be a good price. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I thought pay was gonna be really good is because how much I was getting paid with my other employer. He paid me very well, and he paid me very well even if I went there and did nothing. So I'm thinking I'm about to get paid real good, and it's the same amount of hours I'm gonna be working for. I talked to the guy and I'm like, hey, so why are you leaving? Like, you know, we're chopping it up a little bit. And he's like, actually, I didn't quit. So I'm like, what you mean you didn't quit? Like, they said that you were leaving. He was like, yeah, you're actually taking my position. I'm not gonna lie, I felt some type of way about that because they told me that he quit. So like, the fact that they said I'm replacing him, now I don't know if he did something to like make somebody want to replace him, but from what I heard, basically the women in the front wasn't really too fond of him. He dark-skinned man, dreads, he didn't talk to nobody. He came headphones in, hoodie, chilling, you know, doing his job. So I don't think they really like digged his vibe that much. And plus, he was a man. Everybody that worked there was a woman, so it was kind of just like they didn't really care for him. So the fact that they had a girl replacing him, it was kind of like, I guess, a better fit for them. I felt super bad, but then again, like, would he feel bad if it was me? No. I finally find out how much I'm getting paid. So basically, I was offered $10 an hour, $10 or $11 an hour for 4 hours. So y'all do the math with that. Basically, I was getting paid like $40 or maybe $50 a day to do all the work I had to do. And me personally, I just couldn't. Once I found that out, I'm not gonna lie, this is after the fact. She just kept asking me, you better come tomorrow, you better come tomorrow. And I told her I'm coming. This is after the fact that I done spent my whole day here. I was just like, I just started doing the math. Like, an hour to get to work every day, 4 hours a day, which is very light, and I'm only getting paid like $10 an hour. So bitch, $40 for like, no. And the amount of things I have to do is not worth $10. Like $10 for every hour. By the time the hour come, I done already did so much, you feel me? So I left that day, I drove home, I called my mom, and I'm like, mommy, like, what should I do? Because I really didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should stay and just thug it out, or if I should just maybe renegotiate, ask her like if we can up the pay or something. But I really didn't know what to do. But all I know is that I felt like I should be getting more money. It was literally just because I was getting paid so much more with the job I already had for the same amount of time. So it's like I can't go from hundreds a day for the same 4 hours to $40 in a day for the same 4 hours. Like, it just wasn't making sense to me. So I was just like, and plus the job I already had was closer than going all the way to Buckhead. The only reason why I was taking on a new client was because this is a whole different thing I'm doing. Like, this is not residential, this is commercial, this is a whole different whatever, and it's something I could put on my resume so I could potentially get other clients that have like actual businesses, buildings, not just homes. But I just couldn't thug it out. Hour drive, $40 a day, like I couldn't do it. And then she said I'm getting paid bi-weekly. So it's like, after I just drove back and forth that whole week, I can't even get my $200 at the end of the week. Like, you feel me? So I just kind of just left it alone. My mom was telling me that I should call the lady because I was gonna just text her, and my mom was like, no, that's unprofessional. You should call her and just let her know like the vibes, you just won't be able to do it, the distance is too far, and this and that, this and that. And honestly, I'm so scary. I don't know about y'all, but like, do y'all get nervous to like talk to people on the phone, like when it comes to important things? Like, I just be so like like I get so anxious. After I got off the phone with my mom, I kind of just like try to give myself some type of encouragement to call this lady once I got home, because I'm like, I need to figure out what I'm gonna say. Like, I feel so bad because I hate making commitments to people and then I can't keep it. So like, I just felt super bad for even telling her I'll be able to like do the job and, you know, fill the position. And now I'm just like, actually no. Once I got home, I called her up and she was like, hey Desi, like whatever. I was like, hey, I just made it home. I know I said I was gonna come, because at this point, like, she done already got my sizes for like a uniform and like all types of shit. So she was like very excited. Like, she was like very excited to work with me. She was like, I'm super excited, just this and that, this and that. So like, I just felt so like, like, why me? Like, why do I have to be the person to deliver the bad news? So I'm like, hey, Miss whatever, Miss Mary, like, I'm not gonna be able to like continue working. Like, I really love you guys and I really love the job and stuff like that, but it's just the pay to like amount of time it's gonna take me to get there, to like, it's just a lot, and I don't feel like it's not worth it. I don't think I used the word worth it. Luna, why are you grabbing my booty? Come here, baby. Oops, sorry. Come here. Auntie loves you. Okay. I was like, I don't know if what did I say that? Bitch, do not be licking yourself on me like that. I just had to like let her know, because I just didn't want to go ghost. I just be feeling too bad. Like, I'll ghost a man, but like, I don't want to ghost like a job with a person that actually had like, you know, she had good vibes, and like, I really like mess with the whole shit that she's doing. But it's just like, I couldn't be a part of that just because it just wasn't making sense for me personally. But like, you know, I just had to just call her, and that was my first time making like that big girl call and like just putting my, you know, pride to the side and my anxiety to the side and just being like, hey lady, I mess with you, I mess with your movement, your husband got my dream car, but I cannot do this. Like, I really can't. And that took so much out of me to do, but I felt so much better. And after that, she was like, okay, I understand, boom, boom. You can tell she was like, whatever, but she handled it with grace. You know, she hung up, and after she hung up, bitch, I was like, like, finally, like, that was just a lot for me to do, even though the conversation wasn't even that long. It took a lot. She texted me that morning and was like, hey Desi, checking in, were you able to pray about the position, any change? And then she said, would you reconsider? And so instead of $200 every 2 weeks, she said, how about $275? That's about 20 hours a week and $1,100 a month. Y'all tell me if that math is mathing, but I'm pretty sure my sis knows what she's talking about. I texted her like 2 hours later and I was like, you know, hey Miss Nicole, sorry for my late response. I was at work because I still had my other job. And I was like, yes, I've had time to think about it, and I still won't be able to. If you have any other cleaning gigs or property management, please feel free to contact me. I really loved meeting you guys and felt very welcome. Sorry for the inconvenience. And then she just texted me back like maybe like a couple days later and was like, good morning Desi, sorry for the late response, I understand and we'll keep you in mind, thank you. Then again, as I read that message of like, if you have any other opportunities, hit me up, like, she probably thinking like, bitch, you done already like pieced out on the first opportunity I gave you like the first day. So So I mean, I know it's like I knew it was like a slim chance of like ever hearing from that lady again, because it's like, bitch, you couldn't even do the first one. I just texted her back. I told her, like, you know, I'm just not gonna be able to do the position, and she understood where I was coming from. And then I still have my other job. So before you guys accept a job, please make sure you read all the information, read the fine prints, because you might get catfished. I guess that's the word you can use. Like, I really didn't know what I was about to get myself into, and I feel like what she described versus what was actually presented when I got there were two different things. Even the white lady calling me a janitor, I was just mad confused, because I'm like, girl, I'm not even here for the janitorial position, so why are you calling me a janitor? I'm confused. The whole time I really am the janitor. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Like I said, I have a lot of things to do today, so I have to get them done. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Comment down below any other videos you guys want from me, and I will get those done for you. And until next time, Desi out.